All right, good morning. Today is July 3rd, and I wish you were here, baby.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm getting back on trail. I have some bigger news to share, but I'll hold off on that because I need to get going. But yeah, we're gonna get on trail and hit the Wyoming border.
Love you.
Okay, bye. Bye. Love you. Just me and myself and I walking back into the woods. I saw the branches on that tree moving over there. There was no wind. Why were they moving? Hello? Spooky. Found some trail magic. Oh, let's see what's inside. How do you open this? Okay. Okay, pretty empty. Let's see what this says. Oh, that's cool. They left their number. It says if they need immediate help, please call. That's cool. July 3rd, 30 foot. Peg, road dog, jackrabbit, fisherman. All came through yesterday. Oh no, today. Waluigi. They all came through today. That's cool. They all came today. I wonder what time. Probably this morning, maybe. Oh. Let's see, maybe a little sody. That'd be nice. Although I've been in town long enough to not necessarily be craving anything. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's just trash. Pop-Tarts. Some candy. Cans and trash, really. I think I'm good on all that. I would have taken a little sody, but All right. Let's see, it's 5 o'clock. We've gone 15.75 miles. I think I'm gonna hike until about 6:30. See if I can hit the border today. The Wyoming border. Wow, that's crazy. There's a lot I want to share. And there's a lot I'm gonna share. Uh-oh. How am I getting I'm connected to Starlink, but oh, I got a little bit of service, that's why. Oh, that's cool. Wonder if I'll get a little bit more service up here, but download some podcasts. But alright, we're gonna keep walking, see if we can't hit the border today. Alright, made it to camp after taking a few days off. I got on trail at 10 and I wasn't hungry at all walking here. It's about to be 7 o'clock. I walked about 19 miles, 18 and a half, I think, something like that. The border is 3 miles away, so we'll get there. There's a bee outside. We'll get there tomorrow morning. For dinner, we are having, I haven't tried this brand yet, Ready Wise Outdoor pasta Aya vodka with chicken. I don't know, but it's got 750 grams or 750 calories and 30 grams of protein, so that's pretty good. But yeah, let me cook this thing and and then I'm gonna add, of course, bacon bits. These bacon bits are huge. The package, it's like 2 of the smaller ones I buy in one, which is nice. So I'll probably put half of this in there and maybe just eat half. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling. So Linda came down to Steamboats and it was great seeing you, babe. I love hanging out with you. I love doing life with you. Now I am 3 miles from the Wyoming border, and when I started this hike, there was kind of 2 main reasons why. I wanted to keep a promise I made to myself in 2020 when I was on the PCT, and also, without giving too much away, we've been talking about having a family, and I wanted to go on an adventure before that happened, and the only way I was going to be able to keep my promise to myself is if I went on this hike, essentially, before we started doing that. So that's kind of why I was out here. I wanted to have an adventure before things got really serious. But after hiking for 2 months, I guess I never realized, well, I thought that maybe like through hiking is start to finish. You know, you start in Mexico and you end in Canada. But I think I realized through Colorado that the trail isn't really calling me the same way it did in 2020. You know, in 2020 I really didn't have anything. I was single. I didn't really have any responsibilities, and so it was really easy to be out on trail and feel like that was the place I needed to be. And I think it was the place I needed to be for that stage in my life. But throughout this whole trail, at the beginning it felt great. It felt like I was exactly where I needed to be. And then I got to Colorado and I started to kind of see things in a different light. And I think that's very natural to come out here on a trail and you don't realize how much you've changed and you don't see things like you used to. The trail will give you clarity. You spend so many hours out here just walking and thinking, and I've gotten what I've needed from the trail. I've gotten the clarity. I thought I wanted a big adventure, but honestly, I don't feel like I'm the same guy I was in 2020 anymore. And I don't, and that feels weird because a part of my identity, I think, has been through hiking, and getting off trail kind of feels like I'm betraying that identity somehow, but it's okay to change. It's okay to change. And I come out here and I did my thing and I realized that I'm no longer the same kid I was 6 years ago. I don't think a through hike is really the thing that calls me like it used to. It doesn't call to me like I used to, and I think sometimes in life or just when we're in a stage in our life where we're doing something difficult, it's about getting clarity and realizing who I've become. I'm different now than I was 6 years ago. I have a life, I have a home, I have you, I have my dogs, I have my yard, and those things call to me. Those things, that is my home. And in the grand scheme of things, 5 months isn't a long time, but you're only really promised today. And I think I've gotten out of the trail what I've needed to. I've gone on an adventure. I kept the promise to myself, and I just don't. The trail doesn't really call to me like it used to, and that's okay. That's okay. We all change. We're not the same people we were. We don't have to try to hold on to this identity that no longer serves us. And I'm really grateful for that. And I don't think I would have come to this realization unless I came out here. 2 months is a long time to be out in the woods talking to yourself. And you learn a lot. And I'm really grateful that I came out here and did my thing and celebrated what the CDT is. And all long trails, really. They're it's such a great privilege to have these trails in the same country that I'm in, and I'm grateful that I could come out here for 2 months and experience everything that the CDT has to offer. But yeah, I am super happy. I'm excited to cross the Wyoming Colorado border and get to encampment, and then ultimately get to Rawlins, where I plan to call it an end to my through hike, and I'm really happy about it. I'm really excited to be home. Now, is there anything else I want to say? Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really content where I am. I don't feel like I'm fighting myself about should I stay on trail, Is there a little part of me that feels sad that I'm not finishing the through hike? I don't know. I can't really say. Because I like to start things that I finish. You know, I'm a kind of that type. But yeah, it's just I love the outdoors. I will continue to backpack. But something just doesn't call to me like it used to about being out here. I think I've changed. I think I've gotten older, I've matured, and I don't think I would have necessarily realized that as much as I do now. Because again, you spend 2 months out in the woods talking to yourself and you learn a lot. You get to really feel your feelings and just exist, and that is great. I am really grateful that I came out here and experienced everything that the CDT has to offer. But I am glad to be going home. All right. I'm going to eat this dinner and call it a day. All right. Let's see. It's good. Definitely need some bacon bits. Oh man. The Velcro on this bacon bag came undone. That sucks. Underrated Velcro on different bags. They're so useful. They come in so handy. Except when they suck. This looks like mac and cheese now. You know, I'm gonna put some butter in there, but I don't think it needs it very much. It's pretty good on its own. Okay, I'll probably do like a tablespoon. I think that should be good. Alright, let's taste it. That's good. 10 out of 10. Alright, well, I think that's it. 3 miles to the board tomorrow. And then it's I think 29 to get to encampment. If I don't go to Battle Pass and try to hitch. If I try to hitch, it's 23. So I think I'm not going to try and hitch because, yeah, it adds a few more miles, but I'm literally walking into encampment. So I think I'd rather do that than hitch. Okay, well, good night. This is the last night in Colorado. Tomorrow, Wyoming. Love you. All right, good morning. Today is Saturday, July 4th. Happy 250 years of freedom. All right, we have 3 miles to the Wyoming border this morning. So that's the plan. That is the plan. It is a beautiful day. Overall, encampment is about 30 miles away. So definitely doable today. I have a room booked for tomorrow from the 5th to the 6th. I do not have a room booked from the 4th to the 5th on July 4th. So I don't know if it's the best idea to try to get into town and try to find somewhere to stay, But I met someone new yesterday. His name was Denver. He said there was free camping and encampment at a Rotary Park or something like that. So if I do decide to get into town, I'll just camp. And it would be pretty late in the evening anyway, so if I do 30 miles, it's probably going to be like 7, 8 o'clock by the time I get there, I think. So maybe we'll stop a few miles outside of encampment. Also, the problem is everyone's going to be camping today, so all the camping spots are probably going to be pretty filled up. We'll see. See what happens. All right, love you, babe.